I watched a video of a South African woman tell her story, and I've always watched her videos, but I didn't understand why she was always trying to balance the talk between South Africans and Nigerian. So I followed on. I watched her previous videos, I watched her current videos. I was keeping tab with what she was saying. And I came to realize one thing. People will tell you what they feel, or they pour their insecurities on you just so that you dance to their tone or act like they have acted. This woman is a South African. She mother and father South Africa, and she happened to marry a Nigerian. And having stayed in Nigeria with her husband and being amongst the Nigerian community, she had come to a point where she saw that all that they told her about Nigerians were false. I also read in another comment section somebody saying that the parents had warned him that he can bring any other woman, but he should never bring a Nigerian woman to his home, like being married to her. But I keep seeing a lot of their girls, South African girls, in Lagos, both in nightclubs, both in real life, both the ones walking around. They are dating Nigerian men, and nobody is, discriminating against them. So back to what the South African woman said, who is now living in Nigeria, to a Nigerian man. She said something that struck. She said in their country, once they see you, they want to know where you come from. They begin to ask those kind of questions. But she had never had such encounter. The Nigerians are very peaceful, loving, kind, hospitable, accommodating. Like, they love people. They don't care. Once you are black, they think you are Nigerian too. So they don't care to begin to ask, oh, why are you here? Why are you married to this person? Are you Nigerian? Nobody cares. That people just come in and out. And somebody mentioned and said, yes, that even in that, if you go to the north, you see how Niger Republic people walk into Nigeria and walk out, because Nigerian people have a boundary with the Niger people. So they walk in and out, which another person commented and said, yes, that could also pose as danger, because when they walk in and out, you won't know who did what. So it's okay for there to be accountability. But the South African woman married to a Nigerian told her story. She said that Nigerians are very, very kind people, that the way they welcome you, they don't even stop to ask you, where are you from? That is that serious. Nobody asks you, where are you from? What passport are you using? Do you have a passport? That they welcome her children, that she is so at peace with them, and the fact that they live a very free life. Nobody's coming at anybody. And then after listening to this woman and reading other comment section and watching other videos, I came to a point and I asked myself, why are they fighting? Why are these people fighting? Why are Nigerians and South Africans fighting? Aren't we supposed to be one Africa? Like, aren't we supposed to be one Africa? Then I got to a comment section where I saw a South African woman, talking about the Chidimma case. I don't know if some of you may have watched videos about this Chidimma. Chidimma happened to be a Nigerian who grew up in South Africa, and she went to contest for this Miss South Africa, and she got to the finals, and all of a sudden there was an allegation that she committed identity theft, where she's using some other person's passport to stand in for the contest, that it's not a non-South African is not supposed to contest for that particular events and all. So this thing became a very bad stuff, where both countries began to write about each other, blog about each other, say things on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, on every platform that people had the audience to talk about it. So a lot of people who were outsiders were asking, Zimbabweans, people from Ivory Coast, people from Benin Republic, people from different people. We've asked questions. What's going on with these countries? What is it? What are they really struggling? What are they on about? And Chidimma, in a recent interview, also said that she never did identity. There was no identity theft. She never stole anybody's identity, but that she would not love to talk deeply into the matter, because the matter is still they are still investigating, and she doesn't want to begin to say things that may be out of context. So she would rather not speak on them. And we who are very concerned have asked, what are these two countries struggling? What is it that they are struggling? And some came to the comment and said, that same woman's comment, and said that Nigerians should be able to show their identity. I would never support anybody living illegally in another man's country, right? But isn't there a better way for them to have done it instead of taking it to social media? And just then, the woman mentioned that in Chidimma's case, she was treated unfairly. She is the South African woman saying this, that Chidimma was treated unfairly, that it is unkind of them to do that to her, that they shouldn't have done that, she's black, that why would they do that to her? Would they do that to a white South African? That why would they do that to a black woman? She was on and about talking in this light. Some South Africans have been of the opinion that it is wrong for them to have removed Chidimma at the stage she had gotten. Some also argued that she is not South African, she shouldn't have contested in the beauty pageantry they had in South Africa. So at the end of everything, if you look at it, is about being Nigerian. Just because she's Nigerian, I'm sure if she was another race or country, they wouldn't have treated her the way they did. But these women, who I've seen 3 South African women come out to talk about this, and then this woman who is married to a Nigerian said everything they talk about Nigerians were false and unfounded, that they were not true, that Nigerians are different, that if you meet Nigerians, they are totally different from what these people have painted. My question is it that one Nigerian will do something and somebody would now generalize it to the whole Nigerians? That's the question I'm asking, and everybody is asking the same question. Is it the whole Nigerians that are committing these offenses that they've alleged? That is it the whole Nigerians living in South Africa that have entered into South Africa illegally? Another thing is, if before somebody will enter a country illegally, somebody who is in that country, who is a bona fide citizen of that country, must have aided that person. Because it's impossible for somebody to come to your country who does not know how the law works to be able to hatch that kind of offense and go free. It means that it's either your government is porous, the security of your country is porous, and something needs to be done about it, other than lashing out on the whole country just because of a few persons who have committed the crime. So this was what this woman was saying, and she was spearheading the campaign that they should leave Nigerians alone. And she ended up by saying that South Africans do not love themselves, that if they love themselves enough, they will not they will not do what they did to Chidimma. And like I mentioned, who Chidimma is, for those of you who do not know the story, Chidimma's case brought about the boat orders. A South African ordered boat in Nigeria, wasted the boatman's time and fuel, and then posted it on X, former Twitter, and was laughing about it. They were making jest of Nigerians, and then Nigerians rose to the occasion and did a payback. That did not go down well with South Africans, and they began to do different videos begging Nigerians to please stop, because from the time they started it, a lot of businesses started losing money in South Africa, because they went into any store that accepts to pay on delivery. They were ordering to different South African homes and asking them to pay. People kept saying they didn't order for anything. They went into restaurants ordering for food that people did not order. All that was done by Nigerians. And then some South Africans came out to say, please, this is enough, because a lot of businesses have been, affected in South Africa. And some South Africans who did not have anything to lose were still saying that they will not stop, they will keep doing. So South Africans got the reply they never expected from Nigerians. So this has all been going on and on the social media space. And then this South African woman kept saying that she has not regretted, that her life changed from the time she married a Nigerian and moved to Nigeria. Her life changed. So if you know about these stories, let us know on the comments what's your thought. Do you think it is okay for these countries to keep fighting, to keep exchanging words on social media on a daily basis? Do you think this is even necessary? Do you think it's a way forward? Do you think Julius Malema's approach is the way forward? Because a lot of South Africans I've seen in different comment sections do not seem to agree with Julius Malema, because they feel that he's asking the borders to be open and free for all. Let us know your thoughts on the comment.